So as a believer, what you got to do, and children, y'all hear me, y'all got to believe that God is able, even with all the peer pressure that y'all go through, all week in school, all the pressures of your friends, little boys, the little girls, the little boys, all that pressure that you have to endeavor. You have to believe that God is able to keep you. If you can't believe it, it don't happen. If you don't believe that you're going to be kept, you won't be kept. You already got in your mind, if it go down like this here, I'm going to be caught all up. Oh, well, I'm telling you, that's just, you spoke it into existence. You got to understand that even though I believe, unbelief is prevalent, but I have to allow my possibilities to suppress my probabilities. Doesn't matter where you come from. What matters is where you're headed. Are you headed in the right direction? Do you believe that against all odds, even though you had a horrible, horrific past and background, do you believe today that all things are possible? God is able to take your situation and turn it around and work all things together for the good because He loves you and He calls you according to His purpose. So in my closing, the one distraction is unbelief. For every believer, the one thing that really knocks you off your course is unbelief. Because you're trying to really get there, you're trying to stay focused, but the enemy will bring up your probabilities and tell you it probably ain't gonna happen because you know you owed the soul and you didn't soul. You know you cursed out such and such, you know you did this, you know, and all that is probable. That's cool. But when you're standing on the possibility, it means that come what may, I know that this thing is going to happen because I believe it's going to happen. For no other reason, it's going to come to pass because I believe that it's going to come to pass. And it's not really just predicated on my belief, it's because the word says that all things, all means all, y'all. All things are possible to them that believe. If you're in the building right now, you're going to have to keep it real with yourself. The reason why people don't come to God because they don't believe that He is God. So forget about thinking that He's going to reward them. They ain't even got that far. They just, because they don't see Him, they feel like He don't exist. And we fail to realize that the day coming, well, whether you believe it or not, the day coming, well, we all gonna have to give an account for our own actions. Now I know you might want to say, well, okay, well, when God comes and if He catch me out, God, that's cool with me because I'm gonna be able to tell Him that God, I ain't saved and I ain't living right because of the spouse I got. You see, they always get on my nerve and they always fussing and cussing and I have to retaliate with them. And God is going to stand before you and say, honey, sugar, I'm not even dealing with them right now. I'm dealing with you. But God, I would be saved, but you don't understand that people on my job, they get on my nerve and it's just hard to believe. I'm catching so much hell. It's just hard to believe people do me any kind of way. The world ain't fair. He said, but baby, I'm not talking about them right now. I'm dealing with you. God, you don't understand. My neighbor, every time I try to be saved, my neighbor will do something that'll call me to backslide. And I want to live right, but that neighbor, he said, listen, I'm going to deal with your neighbor. He's number 11 in line. Right now I'm on number 9. And I'm dealing with you. I'm dealing with you. Help me, Holy Ghost. I'm dealing with you. It does not matter what you think you're going to be able to tell God as your reason for not taking Him up on the invitation to come to Him. Because when it's your turn to stand in line, He's not dealing with anybody but you. He's going to tell you, I'm going to deal with them. Yeah, they wrong you. Yeah, they didn't handle you right, and I'm going to deal with them when they get up here. But right now, I'm asking you to give account for your own actions. Because they did you wrong don't mean you do them wrong. Help me, Holy Ghost. Every man, woman, boy, girl gonna have to give an account for their own life. I don't care how saved your grandma is. How saved your mama is. If you ain't got it, in hell you gonna open up your eyes. If you have not confessed, if you have not believed, it's according to you. God said, yes, I have corporate blessings, but this one here is personal. I need a personal relationship with you. I need you to love me more than you love your husband. I need you to love me more than you love your wife. I need you to love me more than you love your mama, your grandma, your kids. I want to be first and foremost in your life. And if you don't have that testimony, I don't want you to walk out this door the same way. The message was for believers. The fact that you're here is evidence that you believe. If you just truly, really didn't believe at all, that's what I'm telling you, it's not about the measure. It's about the power. If you didn't believe at all, there's nothing whoever got you to come today could have done to get you to come. If you just believe that God didn't exist, you wouldn't even be here. So I'm convinced that you believe. But let's seal your belief with a covenantal agreement. It's the blood, y'all. It's the blood that make it all suffice. You just believe it and have yet to confess your sins. You still walking in darkness. Why would you go to hell believing God? Do you not know they're going to deal with you something awful when you get to hell and you talking about you're a believer? Hell ain't for believers, y'all. It's for the non-believers. If you're unsaved and out of the opposite thing, I don't want you to leave here the same way. And I know it's some stuff that you're not really believing in, but nevertheless, that's all right. We're going to pray for your unbelief. But I need you to step out of your seat on your belief. I need you to come forward based on your belief. It's more than him. It's more than him. This is based on your belief. Don't wait till tomorrow. Tomorrow's not promised to you. You can walk out of here, something can transpire, you might not even make it. Doesn't matter how long you've been going through what you've been going through. The man's son was convulsing since he was a child. It wasn't until he got with Christ that he got his deliverance. You're going to go through what you're going through until you make a decision to come to Christ. And don't look at folk and wonder who looking at me and wonder how am I coming and why am I coming. As often, keep it real with yourself. Lord, I just was up there 3 weeks. I can't go up there now. They're going to know that I failed. Guess what? Half the people, the majority of the people in their faith